Good morning, you guys. I didn't record a vlog yesterday. I was expecting to get rain and instead I got sunshine, so I laid a bunch of fiberglass and then went to town and got some stuff sorted out. I've kind of made some big decisions recently. I'm deciding to sell the motorcycle. I know, I'm kind of bummed. I've only owned it for like 3 months, but with the rain coming, it's time to let it go. I found a truck here on the island that I really like, and it's not in great shape, and it rattles and shakes and pops and bangs, but it is manageable, and it's a 92. It's a 92 Mazda B2200. It's a vehicle I'm very comfortable working on, and yeah, hopefully I'll be able to show you guys later on in this episode. We'll see how it works out. I need to get money, and it's kind of an issue on the island. I've also woken up to some other amazing news. I've got Mark and Peter giving more donations after you guys saw the video a while ago with the big donation. Somehow that meant more donations, which is super cool. I mean, it's really, I'm totally flabbergasted. My channel is so small, 16,000 really on the scale of YouTube. It's so small. In the boating community, that's fairly big, I guess. In the van dwelling community, that's fairly big, but in YouTube in general, several of my friends have 300,000 subscriber channels and more, and I talk to a lot of people with 100,000 and more, so you know, for me, 16,000 really doesn't seem like much, but I guess it's a matter of perspective. What I do know is that I have a very dedicated base of a community of people that like want to see this boat succeed, and I am blown away by that. I feel so much love, so much support, and I can't believe there was a while there I was kind of getting down. It's not just the donations that have changed that. I've also gotten so much feedback from people who don't have the financial means to support the channel, and they do whatever they can, you know, watching all the ads or just liking and commenting, and for that I am grateful as well, because I know full well what it's like to not have the financial means. It's more the sentiment and the action than the actual money. I really feel, especially the last few days now, that I've got a whole army of people backing me on this, and it's just really motivating me to get more work done. So in the spirit of that, today I'm going to work on the floor because it's supposed to rain most of today, and maybe I'll work on the fridge, and yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do, but it's come clear to me that I need to make some decisions about the beams, supports, where the masts are gonna go. These are decisions that have to be made in the next couple days, and I'm not 100% on these decisions. You know, they're big. So I've been consulting with Vern a lot. I've been consulting with some of you guys in the comments and some of you guys in the messages. But yeah, I think it's terrifying to make these big decisions, but it's also really exciting because once I've made them, I'm like taking a real step forward. You know, the build is now at step 2 or 3, you know, and it's pretty crazy because I just feel like I just got here. Wind generator is going strong, and there's the new glass work I did. You can see it's really beating up really well. Vern lent me one of his good bubble rollers, so as you can see I've got far less air pockets on this run, way better seal. So I'll probably end up having to sand most of this other one off, unfortunately, but look at this piece of glass. You can hardly even see that it's there at all. It's like invisible. Yeah, a lot better job, a lot. So I'm so glad that I did it that way, that I kind of focused on the least important piece of fiberglass first. Yeah, because this is so much better.
Got my sleeves rolled up, no it's disgusting. Now the clouds are on, but the voices say, oh happiness, won't you come my way? Beach days, on beach days, loading never back up to watch it wash away. If we're gonna fall out, not forever they'll be. Each day's on replays.
After some good talks with Vern and some due consideration of the comments you guys have given me, I've decided to change my mast orientation just a little bit. And the beam that was currently up front that's totally rotted out, that I've been knocking out, I'm going to put the rear beam exactly where that is positioned, build kind of a rig to support the floor hanging off of it, build a mast head for it. Yeah, and that will be the core support of the boat. And from there, the floor will probably continue as it does up to that 16-foot mark, and then just taper up towards the forward beam, make for the storage of the little garden and the chain lockers and stuff like that. So yeah, kind of gives you an idea. This rotted beam right here, there'll be a new beam there, and then I will put 2x4s underneath running down and plywood on either side. And then once the beam has been reconditioned, because there's still some holes and a little tiny bit of surface rot, I'm going to clean that out, epoxy it in, and then fiberglass and epoxy the whole setup so that it's real nice and tight, sealed up, stiff, and yeah, it should give the center of the boat a lot more support. Champ, what is it? Oh, it's smoking. That's what it is. Thanks for checking. Why? Champ is watching lunch here. Thank you, Champ. You're a good chef. For lunch, I'm making just a poor man's pho with hot dog or jumbo hot dogs, some tomato, a little bit of onion, and a kimchi pack, and then drop an egg in it, and then it'll be kind of like a ramen almost. Yeah, I don't know. Just sweeten up that sauce a little bit. Oh. Well, you know what? For a little budget meal, I'm really proud of that. That turned out really well. That's basically just like a pack of instant noodles, a couple of hot dogs, an egg, tomato, and a little bit of onion. And then I added some honey garlic soy sauce for sweetness and some sriracha for spice. Ooh, not bad at all. It's nice if you add the honey garlic and the sriracha right last, so there's still little distinct flavors, you know? So as you're digging your way through this big bowl of soup, it's not just one homogeneous flavor. I don't like that much at all. Plus that egg yolk. Something about egg yolk on noodles makes me so happy. I'm really looking forward to having chopsticks and cups and kimchi on board. Mainly, I'm really looking forward to not cooking in my bathroom.
One shot and I'm holding, but I don't care cause I'm
ready to go?
golden. Woke up Sunday morning with a song stuck in my head. I'm seeing things right before me, used to own me, but that's all me. And give it up was the best thing that they said. We almost
Come on, man.
had it all once again. All that say they won't make it. Someday we'll have this thing figured out. Till then, better go and tell her, better go and tell her.
Well, I tried to go to the bank on the island, but yeah, I found that little credit you need on the island like to be completely useless. I can't even withdraw any money from there. It's kind of funny that they're considered a bank, but some people use it, and I think because of the average age of the island and most people like to go in with their checkbooks, that kind of branch specializes in just that, and so, you know, not much use to me, but it's there. Anyway, went over to Nanaimo, picked up some paintbrushes, a little bit of groceries. We'll get some cash for the truck, and then we'll head back to the island. Well, things this afternoon have gone kind of poorly. I lost the paperwork, so I can't go buy the truck today, and I'll have to go do that tomorrow. The weather really picked up. I got like 35 knots of wind, which means that I had to take a trip back to the boat by the dinghy, and I had to actually make 2 trips. And each one of those trips took me at least 25 minutes, and the last one took me 45. I was just, my arms are so sore from rowing. I make like no progress, and then a gust would come up and just throw me. I went right back to shore twice. It was really great. So I'm looking forward to getting an electric motor on that dinghy. I think in the meantime I might run a line all the way from the ship to shore just so I could like pull myself along. Because I'm really close to shore. I'm only like 200 feet away at high tide. At low tide, I'm like on shore. So might as well just do that. Anyway, silver lining is my ship is nice, warm, and dry, and despite the massive waves outside and wind, she's barely moving at all because she's so big. Love it. She's just huge. Yeah, like there's like a weird, subtle rocking every once in a while when a big gust hits, and you're like, why is my apartment moving? And you're like, oh yeah, I'm on the water. You know, you kind of forget, you know, it's just that big. Anyway, gonna have some hot coffee, gonna make a hot dinner, and just enjoy a night in, working, editing, maybe cleaning up, and maybe doing a little wiring. And we'll pick this show up tomorrow. Oh, good morning. That was my first storm aboard a ship, and I gotta say, it was quite something. It's like being in a washing machine. The ship is still really big, so it didn't really move around that much, and I think pretty much anybody could have been sitting in here, you know, reading and you know, not get seasick because first of all, we're at anchorage, second of all, this is fairly protected, but thirdly, like, yeah, it's just a big ship, and she didn't move that much with the swells and little waves and wind coming in. What I wasn't prepared for is the freaking noise. It sounded like everything was being torn up there. So like 3, 4, 5 times throughout the night, I got up and just like checked everything, and it was all where I left it. Nothing had moved, not even like light little things that I thought had been blown off the ship were just like chilling out. They're fine, but like down below, when you're down here with the water sloshing against the walls, like it sounds like hell. Sounds a lot worse than it is. Champ and I are just having a lazy lay-in this morning, waiting for the rain to clear up before we start getting down to work. We also gotta go pick up our truck today, so yeah, we'll get to it eventually.
Better go and tell him, better go and tell him. We're gonna celebrate. So watch me as I levitate.
So I'm doing repairs to the other dinghy, and because the other dinghy has wet fiberglass on it, I have to use this little tiny dinghy that I have to get to shore in time to buy the truck, to get the ride, to get Vern to drive me up so I can pick up the truck and not just juggle motorcycle and truck all day. And anyway, what it comes down to is Champ is sitting dead center of this dinghy, and he will not move no matter what I do. He won't lay down, he won't get out of the way, he wants to be right where the oars swing. He likes getting hit by them. It's like a big thing he does. I don't know why he does these things, but yeah, we've been rowing for a while now, really slow against the wind because it's shifted from yesterday, and we're gonna be here a while because you won't move. Why do you have to stay right here? I try to move him and he just climbs and clobbers his way back, and this dinghy is so small that one small move from Champ and we're both going in with my $1,000 camera. I'm just trying to get to shore. Any shore, really? I don't really care. As long as it's land. Champ, I love you, but why do you do the things you do? Ugh. Alright, we finally made it. You can climb out now and soak my camera. Thank you. I don't know why you guys like him so much. He's so mean to me. There we go. What do you think, buddy? Is it good? You sat on top of the box. I'm gonna have to move that. Come on back out. Come on out. So, this is the new truck. It's a little crispy, a little ugly, but it's cheap. And it runs well. So that's pretty much all that matters for me at this point. The front suspension I think I might take a little look at, tidy up a little bit, just so that I can drive it down the highway in Vancouver if I take it to the mainland eventually, which I probably will. I think when I go and do a haul out, I'm going to take this truck with me. I won't sell it right away. And yeah, I won't really sell it until I properly leave the mainland and start actually sailing. So she'll be with me until the end. We're going to sell the rest of the bikes, and this will probably be the last vehicle I own for a long time, which is kind of exciting. What do you think, champ? It's old and black.
Better go and tell him, better go and tell him. We're gonna celebrate. So watch me as I levitate. Let's take this way too far.
Thanks for watching. This build is made possible in no small part thanks to your help. Patreon is the backbone of this project's finances, and there's plenty of cool perks there. If you'd rather make a one-time donation, there's a PayPal link in the description as well. There's also an Amazon wishlist in the description if you'd rather directly invest in parts I'll need for the build. Lastly, if you'd like to help me build, please get in touch. A day sanding is a day sailing when she launches. Thanks so much.